What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. We will talk about Mo Salah because Al Ittihad are not going away and they are trying to test Liverpool's resolve, but with a 150 million euro bid for Mohamed Salah to Liverpool. So we will talk about that in detail, but we will also talk about Virgil van Dijk potentially getting more than a 1-game suspension. Thankfully, because it wasn't violent conduct, he only will serve 1-game suspension for his red card, but the FA are trying to punish him even more by him saying bad words to the referee, the linesman, the fourth official, and I could understand his frustration because in real time it didn't really look like a red card. I'm still on the fence whether it was a red card or not. Let me know where do you stand in the comments below, and also we will talk a lot more about Liverpool's pursuit of a new centre-back and a Ryan Gravenberch. That's still ongoing. Liverpool still has a few days to strengthen the team even more, and that could be the difference between Liverpool challenging for the top 4 place or Liverpool challenging for the title. I'm genuinely of the belief that if Liverpool sign somebody like Gravenberch plus a talented left-sided centre-back, then we could genuinely go for the title, because going forward Liverpool have the best attacking lineup possible. We have the most firepower in the whole Premier League. We have 5 world-class attackers or borderline world-class attackers. Salah, Jota, definitely. Luis Diaz, they are definitely world-class. Darwin Núñez and Gakpo are on the way to being world-class. But let me know, what do you think? Where do you think the squad stands? And if you enjoy these types of videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you are new around here, I'm trying to reach 140,000 subscribers with you guys building this Liverpool community. And let me know, are you guys just like me watching Darwin Núñez content all day? The reactions to these goals from Jurgen Klopp, from the players, from rival fans, from Liverpool fans. I just absolutely love watching this content all day. I've been watching these videos on YouTube and on Twitter. I just absolutely love the aftermath of these games, the analysis, the reactions, everything is just a joy to watch. And CBS Sports are reporting, the reporter who put this article 1 hour ago, James Benga, is reporting that Liverpool continue to insist that Mo Salah is not for sale. Jurgen Klopp said that this topic is over for him, but Al Ittihad are trying to test Liverpool's insistence that Salah is not for sale with a 150 million euro bid. But with just 3 or 4 days left of the transfer window, they are surely joking. You have to put a 300 million euro bid on the table if you even want Liverpool to entertain any conversation, because honestly 150 million euro, that doesn't get you a player like Mo Salah in today's market with just a few days left of the transfer window, because Salah is a 30 goal 10 assist a season player. Consistently for the past 6 years, Salah scored 31 goals on average, and in the last 2 seasons he got a lot more than 10 assists as well. So if you want to replace him with a few days left of the transfer window, you have to get at least 150, maybe even 200 million pounds for Salah. And I don't think Salah wants to leave either, because he still can play until he's 36, 37, 38. I can easily see him do similar things to Ronaldo and Messi, where he plays well into his 30s. He's taking care of his body immaculately. Al Ittihad are the title holders in Saudi Arabia, but nobody really cares about that league even after all these superstars went there. I just don't have any interest in watching that league, and I think most of other people are like this, apart from of course the die-hard Cristiano Ronaldo fans. They are watching probably the Saudi league. And I mean, if Neymar was worth $97 million, then Salah is worth $250 million or $300 million. I mean, it's absolutely crazy that if FSG sanctioned this deal, if Liverpool let Salah leave with a few days left of the transfer window, we are basically giving up on the season, and we are basically saying that the Liverpool project is dead. So it's absolutely a matter of principle that Liverpool don't let Salah leave. Sources indicate that this deal of 150 million euros for Salah, it would maybe be made up of 100 million euros in guaranteed payments and a further 50 million in performance-related bonuses, not all of which would be easily achievable. So it's not even 100 million euro, 150 million euros up front. It's 100 million guaranteed plus another 10, 20 million easily achievable add-ons, and the rest are hardly achievable. So Liverpool's stance throughout the summer has been emphatic. They do not intend to sell Salah, and also Salah, he would have to absolutely throw the boss at Liverpool, or throw everything at the club to make Liverpool sell him, and he doesn't look like that kind of player. He just signed a new 3-year contract last year, so, and his agent said this year that they haven't even discussed a move to Saudi Arabia. And Jurgen Klopp said, Mo Salah is a Liverpool player and he's essential for everything we do. If there would be something, the answer would be no. My life philosophy is I think about the problem when I have it, and there is absolutely nothing at the moment. And he even said after the Newcastle game that this chapter of Salah potentially leaving, that's closed, that's done for Jurgen Klopp, and that's a good answer for me. Salah's agent said earlier this month, if we considered leaving Liverpool this year, we wouldn't have renewed the contract last summer. Mohamed Salah remains committed to Liverpool FC, and that contract runs for another 2 years. So this season and next season, Salah is still contracted to Liverpool, and I think maybe next summer, if the Saudi Arabian side are still pushing, maybe next summer Liverpool would consider selling Salah for a huge amount of money with 1 year left on his contract. And at the beginning of the transfer window, so basically we could get 150 million for Salah, and then we could rebuild the Liverpool team using that amount of money, and we could let Salah join Al Ittihad, even though I would absolutely hate to see him leave Liverpool, because I genuinely think Salah can still play at the top level for another 2-3 years and deliver incredible numbers. Salah is already in the top 5 best goal scorers of all time for Liverpool FC, and you know how huge of a club Liverpool are. So to get into the top 5 best goal scorers for such a historic, massive club is historic. It's massive. Salah is an absolute Liverpool legend. And if he leaves next summer, I would wish him well. But you can't leave now at the end of the transfer window, leaving Liverpool short. That would really, really upset me and trigger me. But let me know what do you think in the comments below about this. And it's really hard for me to express how much joy I feel and how happy it makes me to see more and more Liverpool fans recognizing what a baller, what an absolutely amazing player Dominik Szoboszlai is. As a Hungarian who have been going to Hungary national team games for years, I fully know what Szoboszlai is capable of. He is exactly the type of attacking midfielder that Liverpool needed and wanted for years, and a lot of Liverpool fans are comparing him to a young Steven Gerrard in his work rate, athleticism, running, shooting technique, passing, dribbling. He has everything. He's the complete midfielder. Possibly not as good defensively as Gerrard was, but going forward, he has the potential to explode this season, and he's only 22 years old. And Sam Maguire, who I respect a lot, is a Liverpool fan, Liverpool analyst, he said, Szoboszlai has surprised me. I knew the defensive side of his game was underrated, but I didn't quite realize he would do the busy work, the hard yards in a midfield three like this. He was involved in 20 ground duels against Newcastle, and he's a phenomenon, Szoboszlai. His physicality, his work rate, his stamina, and his shooting technique. I mean, he can strike the ball quite like it reminds me of Steven Gerrard, of Kevin De Bruyne, and that's the highest praise that I could give Szoboszlai. He didn't really get proper chances to shoot on goal against Newcastle, but I'm sure that the more he plays, the more you guys will realize what an absolutely amazing talent he is. And imagine when Szoboszlai reaches his full potential, when he reaches his prime years, which is still another 4 or 5 years ahead. McAllister also, alongside Szoboszlai, is very, very important. He keeps it calm and cool under constant pressure. And this pair could be absolutely sensational. It just needs another really good midfielder. I see Endo getting a lot of criticism, but it's really tough when you're in your first game, you come on when Liverpool are down to 10 men. In your second game, you play 60 minutes against Newcastle away from home in one of the most difficult grounds in the Premier League. And also you are playing in a team that again got a man sent off. So yes, Endo's performance wasn't great. He made some errors, he misplayed some passes. Just let him settle into the team. I mean, there were a lot of players who needed a full like 2 or 3 months, or maybe even more in the case of Fabinho, 5 or 6 months to settle into the Liverpool team. So give him time, he will come good, and he will be better when Liverpool are at home dominating the game and not having a man sent off. I mean, the 2 Endo appearances, you have to also understand, in both games Liverpool had a man sent off. So judge him when we have full 11 players on the pitch, hopefully. Also, David Lynch said that if Al Ittihad is only offering 100 million euros up front for Mo Salah, then you can see why Jurgen Klopp considers this matter closed. It's nowhere near enough at this late stage of the transfer window, when replacing a player of Salah's caliber would effectively be impossible, because all of the best players in the world who are wingers / strikers, goal scorers, are tied down at big clubs with huge contracts. You would need to put an impossible amount of money on the table for somebody who could even come close to replacing Salah at Liverpool. And Alisson also praised Darwin Núñez when he comes in a game. They shout his name already, Núñez. We make a few jokes with him about that as well. But I'm serious, I say to Darwin Núñez so many times, people here at Liverpool, they love you and they want you to do well, and that's so true. Darwin Núñez had got so much criticism in his first season, so many people wrote him off already. But as a backup striker, 15 goals and 4 assists in his first season is actually a pretty great season, even though he missed a lot of chances. This season, he didn't even start a game, and yet he has 2 goals already, and imagine when he gets a run of games. Liverpool also should play a formation which suits Darwin Núñez. I think this 3-4-3 formation with this box midfield doesn't really suit Darwin Núñez, because you need Gakpo up front to press from the front, Diaz and Salah from the sides. I think a 4-2-3-1 would suit Darwin Núñez a lot more. And also Liverpool defensively would be a lot more solid. So I would play with a flat back 4, Trent, Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson, and then you can have Endo and McAllister, or Endo and Thiago, or Bajcetic and Thiago, or McAllister and Thiago. At the base of the midfield, you could have Dominic Szoboszlai sitting in an attacking midfield spot behind the striker. You could have Diaz and Salah on the wings, and Darwin Núñez up front. And that way, Darwin Núñez alone doesn't have to press all the time. He doesn't also have to drop back into midfield, because Dominic Szoboszlai would do that. So I would tweak it a little bit if I was Liverpool. And that way, Trent doesn't bump forward as much and he doesn't get exposed as much. Because, of course, with Trent leaving huge gaps in the defense, that is a problem for Liverpool. This would solve it with 2 defensive midfielders. Alisson also said on Darwin Núñez, this guy is amazing. He has a lot of expectations on him about his performances from supporters, from everybody, from his teammates, from the staff, because he's really good. He's amazing and he has huge potential. And I think this is the season where we will see Darwin Núñez's true self, because at Benfica he started similarly. In his first season he missed a lot of chances, he scored some goals, but he didn't fulfill his full potential, and then in his second season he exploded. So I expect Liverpool to give Darwin Núñez a formation and a tactical setup where he could really thrive and really do his best work. Andy Robertson also said this about Darwin Núñez. He isn't happy about playing a few minutes this season, not starting, and he's probably right, but it is about showing that attitude when you come on, scoring goals, giving the manager something to think about. That's all you can do. Grab your chance when you get it. And Darwin Núñez has definitely grabbed his chance. So Van Dijk got a 1-game ban for his red card, but he could get a further another game ban because of this sent towards the officials. But I mean, how many times do you see Man United players, Chelsea players, Man City players shouting in the face of the referee, and yet they don't get banned? But it would be typical from the referees to punish Liverpool excessively, because that's what they have been doing for years, and it's a blatant bias against Liverpool Football Club, which is well documented. Read the Tompkins Times blog if you want to have a detailed analysis written on the referees' blatant biases against Liverpool. I highly recommend that. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.